Hello everyone, it's your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. In this video, we are going to be playing another game that I vibe coded together using Google AI Studio Build. This game is called Yu-Gi-Oh! Chip Chronicles. Keep in mind, this game is not publicly available. This is just a personal project that I made for myself, but I know that quite a few fans of the YouTube channel are fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually used to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on a regular basis. I would specifically play online Yu-Gi-Oh games, like the mobile game Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Link Nexus. A lot of my YouTube fan base grew from those videos I used to do on a daily basis. But recently I've been more in the mood to make my own games rather than to just play existing games. But that doesn't mean that I can't, make a little fan game every once in a while, just as long as I, of course, use it for personal purposes, so I'm not infringing upon anyone's copyright. Fair use, personal thing. Anyways, this is a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Chip Chronicles. I just vibe coded this a moment ago. I actually have no idea if it actually works, and I have not played it, so this is going to be our play test. The narrator said, "You awaken in a strange new world. Before you stretches great sand sea, gold Golgonda. The air crackles with an unknown energy. Your quest is to find 10 star chips. Oh, wait, no. Your quest to find 10 star chips begins now. You have 2,000 life points. What do you do?" Okay, so we just woke up here. It's neat that you can see the little card. Oh, you can hit this and read the card description. All Springen's XYZ monsters on the field gain 1,000 attack. Maybe I can find a Springen monster to help me. Okay, so I'm going to look for a Springen monster to assist me since they get an attack boost in this land. Maybe they know where to find the star chips. Ooh, the heart of the cards guides the way. That's cute. That's cute. I like the little things that it'll sprinkle in. Like, I didn't necessarily tell it to do that. Looks like we had a little error. We had an error. AI mentioned an encounter with Springen's Rockety, but it could not be found. Yeah, this is what happens when you playtest on like video and you have no idea what's going on. You venture deeper into the vast expanse of the great sand sea Golgonda. The air shimmers with heat, and the golden sand stretches in endless dunes, reflecting the strange light of this world. The ground occasionally trembles with faint, distant explosions. You call out, hoping to find a friendly face, perhaps one of the Springans who thrive in this volatile landscape. After traversing a particularly tall dune, you spot movement near a cluster of metallic debris, half buried in sand. A creature unlike any you've seen emerges, a squat mechanical being with multiple cannon-like appendages and a distinct, slightly grumpy expression. It resembles the image you recall from a Springen's Rockety card. It eyes you with suspicion, its cannon swiveling slightly. "Halt! Who goes there?" A surprisingly deep, gravelly voice emanates from the machine. "Intruder or lost traveler?" It seems wary, but not immediately hostile. The energy of Golgaganda seems to hum around it, giving it an aura of potent, contained power. So I wonder if this error is actually like a stopper. No, it looks like we can still play. Okay, so I'm going to ask them what their goal is and offer assistance if they agree to assist in collecting the 10 star chips scattered across the land. So let's see if we'll be able to convince them to join forces with us. Yeah, so it keeps having this error. I wonder if it made up the character Springen's Rockety, and maybe it's trying to pull up a card. but there is no card for Springen's Rockety because it just made up a guy. That could entirely be what's happening. We'll see as we continue. You cautiously approach the Springen's Rockety, its metallic form glinting under the strange light of the gold Golgonda. You explain that you are a traveler, seeking 10 star chips scattered across this world, and you ask about its own goals, offering your assistance in return for its help. The Rockety's cannons remain trained on you, but the gravelly voice softens slightly, losing some of its initial suspicion. Starships, you say? It rumbles, tilting its head slightly. This unit's designation is Rockety. My goal is the maintenance and defense of the Great Sand Sea, Golgongonda. I'm glad that they say the full name even in universe. And the retrieval of scattered Springen's components. Star chips are not on my priority list. However, this unit is currently experiencing a localized disruption. A persistent nuisance is interfering with resource gathering nearby. If you can resolve this disruption, perhaps I will reconsider your proposal. Prove your capability. The Rockety gestures with one of its cannon-like arms towards a nearby rocky outcrop, where faint tremors and scraping sounds can be heard. It seems your offer of assistance has piqued its interest, but you must first demonstrate your usefulness. Okay. I will cautiously go investigate while searching for possible scraps to use as a defense in case whatever I am investigating is hostile. Do 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 do. So far, so good. Ooh, that's a cute little thingy. I'm not familiar with this. Desert tapir, and I guess that would be in like a sandy place. Like, how did it know? How did it know? Because that looks like, yeah, that could be an area that has like less scrap and litter, but in like the same kind of location. You cautiously make your way towards the rocky outcrop, the scraping and digging sounds growing louder with each step. The golden sand shifts underfoot, the heat radiating intensely. You scan the ground and the scattered metallic debris, hoping to find something useful for defense. Near a shattered piece of what might have been a large machine, you spot a gleam of polished metal. It's a sturdy, ornate piece of armor, slightly damaged but still solid. It feels substantial and looks like it could offer some protection. It resembles a piece of rare gold armor. You quickly pick it up. See, it would have been neat to see a picture of this. Wait a minute. Oh, it gives you a little tooltip. As long as you control the monster equipped with this card, your opponent cannot attack other monsters. My brain is like, when you're the person wearing it, does that mean that you just get jumped? Like, if I have other homies with me, it's like they can't attack my homies, but they have to attack me. Also, I took damage, so let me continue reading to see how I got jumped. As you reach the base of the outcrop, the sounds become frantic. Suddenly, the very ground in front of you explodes upward in a shower of sand and rocks. Bursting from the earth is a creature that looks like a large muscular tapir with a formidable spiraling horn. A desert tapir. It's interesting. The thing they're describing sounds a lot stronger than what I see here. Maybe there's like a baby one that doesn't have a horn. This one has a horn. So let's see how this goes. It lets out a guttural roar, its eyes fixed on you with clear aggression. This must be the nuisance Rockety mentioned. Before you can fully react, the desert tapir charges, its drill-like horn aimed directly at your chest. You instinctively raise the piece of rare gold armor you just found, trying to deflect the blow, but the creature's charge is powerful. The horn strikes the armor piece, taking some of the impact, but you are still slammed backward, the wind knocked out of you. Pain flares through your side. Okay, so I think I have a plan. I'm going to Go back to Rockety. That is how you spell his name, right? Yeah, go back to Rockety and explain that as long as I am wearing the armor, that my allies can't be attacked. So if Rockety follows me back to the desert taper and defends me, that the desert taper won't be able to harm them. I think this is actually a really solid plan. Like, the armor doesn't sound that good at first, but if I do just have a shield in front of me that my opponent just can't hit, then what are they supposed to do? I've never really thought about how good rare gold armor would be if you could equip items to the player. But in this circumstance, it's actually not that bad. Pain radiates from your side as you stumble back from the enraged desert taper, the golden sand churning behind you. You keep the rocky outcrop between you and the charging beast as you retreat towards the still observing Rockety. The metallic sentinel hasn't moved, its cannons tracking your desperate scramble. Rockety has been ready to shoot me the whole time. Rockety, you call out, your voice strange, clutching the piece of rare gold armor. That thing is powerful, but look, you gesture to the armor you now wear, strapping it more securely to your chest and arm. This armor, it draws their attention. As long as I'm wearing this, that creature can only attack me. It won't target anyone else. You explain your strategy. If Rockety accompanies you, the desert taper's attacks will be solely focused on you, allowing Rockety to engage the nuisance without fear of being struck itself. It's a risky gambit, relying on the magical properties of the armor to shield your potential ally. The Rockety remains silent for a moment, its optical sensors focusing on the gleaming armor, and then back to the churning sand where the desert taper is still visible, digging aggressively near the outcrop. The gravelly voice finally responds, a low hum accompanying its words. Analysis complete. Your proposed tactic presents a logical advantage. Drawing the nuisance aggression away from this unit would optimize its elimination. Very well. This unit will accompany you. Lead the way, meatbag. But do not expect this unit to provide medical assistance should your armor fail. Brody, I was literally just thinking that. I'm like, does he have anything that could help me? Because I already took damage. He's like, nope, that's not my role at all. I do not care about that. I'm gonna have to find some way to heal at some point, but we'll see. With a low whirring sound, the Rockety shifts its stance and begins to move, its heavy treads leaving deep impressions in the sand. It positions itself slightly behind and to your side, its cannon swiveling forward. You turn back toward the rocky outcrop, the pain in your side a sharp reminder of the danger. But now with the imposing form of the Springen's Rockety advancing alongside you, the desert taper lets out another roar as it spots your return, its horn lowering, ready to charge. Okay. Interesting. Whoa. I guess I took 800 earlier when I got hit. The desert taper deals 900, so maybe the armor absorbs like 100 damage or something. That is interesting to think about, like, how the math works. Like, if I wasn't looking up here, I wouldn't even know that I got hurt. I also wouldn't know the properties of the rare gold armor if I wasn't looking up here. Uh, I noticed that Rockety isn't listed as an allied monster, but that might be in part because, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't exist. Like, he's not a real card. So I'm not sure if he'll actually ever be listed as an ally, and maybe he isn't. To be honest, he's not really that interested in me. He just wants to get rid of the desert taper. Let's see. Position myself strategically behind Rockety to ensure that the desert taper doesn't have a clean shot. I actually have something that I need to do. Like not too long from now, like maybe like half an hour from now. So I can't spend too long in this game. So let me see what I can do. Pain flares from your side as you quickly maneuver behind the imposing metallic form of the Springan's Rockety. Its heavy treads provide a solid shield between you and the enraged desert tapir. The golden sand churns violently as the desert tapir lets out another guttural roar, its spiraling horn lowering as it spots your return. Now accompanied by the formidable machine, it charges again, a whirlwind of sand and fury, aiming directly at your position. However, Rockety stands its ground. With a deafening whirring sound, its cannons swivel and unleash a barrage of heavy projectiles. The desert tapir, driven by a singular aggression towards you, compelled by the rare gold armor, slams headfirst into Rockety's armored chassis instead of reaching you directly. The impact is tremendous, shaking the very ground. Rockety's armor sparks but holds firm, while the desert tapir recoils momentarily stunned but still defiant. Your tactical positioning, using Rockety as a living shield, worked to intercept the immediate charge, though the initial blow you took still throbs painfully. Now, I haven't taken additional I'm taking damage over time. Okay, dang it. Uh, hmm. Realizing that I am taking damage over time from my injury, I look for something to help close my wound. I need to essentially try to take care of myself medically, though I am not proficient in such things. I attempt to make up a spell to assist in healing me. Yeah, I mean, the best I can do. I don't really want to just die from getting hit once by a 900 attack desert tapir. You huddle behind the massive metal form of Springan's Rockety, the pain in your side a dull, throbbing ache. The desert tapir, momentarily stunned by colliding with Rockety's sturdy chassis, is shaking its head, its eyes still fixed on you, compelled by the strange pull of the rare gold armor. The golden sand swirls around the enraged beast. Realizing the immediate danger is momentarily deflected but not gone, the injury is sapping your strength. You desperately try to focus. You've heard tales of duelists who could manipulate the very energy of the cards in the world around them, weaving it into protective wards or healing light. Clenching your teeth against the pain, you close your eyes for a brief second, trying to tap into something. You visualize the wound closing, the pain receding, imagining a soft, warm glow emanating from within. You extend a hand, attempting to channel this nascent, untrained energy. It feels like trying to grasp smoke, ephemeral, formless, and utterly resistant to your will. You feel a faint warmth, perhaps, or maybe it's just the intense heat of the desert sun reflecting off the sand. No coherent energy forms, no healing light appears. The attempt is clumsy, unfocused, the magical language completely alien to you. The pain persists, a harsh reminder of your lack of expertise in such matters. The desert tapir lets out another frustrated roar, shaking off the last of its days. Its spiraling horn lowers, and it begins to circle, looking for an angle around Rockety's defense. Your failed attempt at self-healing leaves you just as vulnerable. The the encounter far from over. I haven't lost any more health though, so that's not, it could be worse. It could be worse. So here's what I'll do, since clearly you can't just kind of make up magic. That plan isn't going to work. Um, I hope that Rockety will finish off the distracted desert tapir as I search for a spell card that could potentially help heal me, or defeat the enemy. Also, I'm glad that Rockety isn't complaining. I thought Rockety was going to be upset because the Desert Taper slammed into him. Because he did just get hit. That actually is interesting that it didn't come up in the story for real, for real. Let's see. Interesting. So the AI will make up stuff that doesn't exist in universe. And I'll just like have it in game. But I think the error is to say that like, well, there's no card. Like I can't pull up a picture of this thing because it doesn't really exist. So that's an interesting error just in general. But it also means that this game is much more than just a Yu-Gi-Oh game because it can expand upon and make stuff up. Let's see. You press yourself against the cold, sturdy metal of Springen's Rockety, the pain in your side a constant, unwelcome companion. The Desert Taper eyes locked onto you with unnatural fury, thanks to the rare gold armor. Charges again after shaking off the impact, but Rockety is ready. With a deafening roar of hydraulics and a blinding flash, Rockety unleashes a volley of heavy, glowing projectiles from its cannons. They slam into the Desert Taper's tough hide with concussive force, kicking up geysers of golden sand. The beast bellows in pain and frustration, still trying to circle the mechanical behemoth to reach you, its spiraling horn scraping uselessly against Rockety's reinforced plating. While the duel rages inches from you, you frantically scan the churned sand and scattered rocks around your feet. Your energy throbs, demanding attention, and the thought of a healing spell or something to end this fight spurs your search. Your eyes dart over discarded pebbles, wind-scoured debris, the glint of mica in the sand. Suddenly, your fingers brush against something stiff and rectangular, buried slightly under the surface. You snatch it up. A card. Its surface shimmers faintly in the harsh sun, depicting a Springen's monster interacting with a complex piece of machinery. It's a spell card, imbued with the strange energy of this world. As you quickly examine the card, Rockety lets out a final sustained blast. The energy beam engulfs the Desert Taper. Its enraged bellows turn into a pained shriek before abruptly cutting off. The sand settles, revealing the creature lying still, dissolving slowly back into the golden grains from which it formed. The immediate threat is gone. You lean against Rockety, catching your breath, the pain in your side a sharp reminder of the encounter. In your hand you hold the newly found spell card, its potential flicker of hope in the vast, shimmering desert. Okay, so this is a proof of concept. Again, I literally just vibe coded this together. It's a pretty interesting game. I don't think I've ever played a Yu-Gi-Oh game before that was kind of played as like you know, AI dungeon type game with visuals. But that's why I made it, right? You're not going to find stuff like this unless you build it. And that's something that I've been trying to do a lot more. If you liked this and you would like to see more videos like this in the future, maybe see another video of me playing this game. Probably not the same exact session. I haven't added in a save game, load game feature, but that definitely needs to be added for sure. So I'll probably vibe code that momentarily. But if you'd like to see me play this again or see this become like a series on the channel, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And thank you again for watching. If you want to help support the channel, feel free to leave a super thanks. That definitely helps. Thank you all once again. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, logging out. Peace, guys. Check it about.